Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. I got to give a big shout out to my girl Steph in Minnesota. Oh, bummer. I appreciate your generosity and your support. So, let me update you guys on something. Let me update you on my gun fund. Somebody asked me about it yesterday, so I told them that I would explain. So, you remember the little fender bender that my wife got in at the hands of that lovely illegal with no insurance who blew a fucking red light to get away from the scene. So, I had my money for my gun fund. I'm ready to go. And then this shit happens. The insurance company says you have a deductible. That deductible needed to be paid. And guess what extra money I had sitting around? So that's where it went. I'm waiting for the insurance company to reimburse me so I can get my damn money back, so I can get my damn strap. But you best believe it will happen. My family's safety is everything to me. That is on my mind every single day. Especially now with the COVID-19 and police, we're arresting these people, but not those people, and we're letting these kind of crimes slide. Basically, take your safety and your protection into your own fucking hands. Don't wait for anybody else. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm going to do. So it will happen. When it does, you will see, I will show you the beautiful unboxing of my new family member. But that is what's going on. I just wanted to keep you guys abreast to what's going on. Now, speaking of breasts and other body parts, Andrew Gillum's were on full display in the pictures that were released from his hotel room. Oh yes, Andrew Gillum's night of meth and madness, ding-dongs, and powder. Some pictures were released. Poor Andy. Oh, poor Andy. Poor Andy Dufresne. Oh boy, man. So they released the pictures. You see like 2 bags, those little tiny plastic bags that you know what's in there. I've never seen anything but drugs inside of a small plastic Ziploc bag. Ever. Well, I take that back. Maybe I've gone to this, when I was a kid, I used to go to this place called Harbor Freight with my dad. It's like, it's a hardware store, but it's just bigger and better than like your Ace Hardware or something. But Harbor Freight, we used to go there. Sometimes you see like nuts and stuff inside of those little plastic bags, but that's it. Other than that, there's only drugs inside of small, tiny plastic bags. So those are little plastic bags. They got some powdered substance, the meth. There's Corona bottles on the ground. Sorry guys, that doesn't work to kill the coronavirus. But they got Corona bottles. There was a prescription bottle with some pills. There was another bottle like they use to draw insulin from. You know, you can stick the needle in the bottle and draw the fluid. Apparently, from what I read, that's for erectile dysfunction. So maybe they were getting the powder and the drinks. The dick stopped working. You got to use something to keep the party going. There was a picture. I saw one, not from the link that I'll put in the description box. There was a picture of Gillum actually on the floor, naked, with some kind of yellowish green substance that looked like it came out of his mouth on the pillowcase. That was a sad fucking picture. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was sad. I'm glad the link that I'm putting up doesn't have that picture in it. But the one that I am gonna put up, it has pictures of like some kind of, it looks like dried bloody vomit on a pillowcase. This shit is disgusting. Like those poor cops, they had to go in there with no fucking hazmat suit. But Gillum is saying that, oh man, I just had too much to drink. Hey guys, I've had plenty of drunken nights. When I was a teenager, yeah, I know. You thought I was a Boy Scout. Yes, I had alcohol before I was 21. Oops, my mom was watching. But, you know, when I was a teenager, when I was in the service, you know, going overseas, we used to get fucked up. And let me tell you this, I have never, and I mean never, ended up naked on the floor or anywhere else. So it looks to me like Andrew, poor Andy, was doing more than just a little bit of beer or drinks. He said he was there for a wedding and just got a little drunk. Yeah, right. So the pictures are out. I'm sure the body cam footage is coming. But some people are like, well, why are people even talking about this? Because he's a public figure. He's a politician. You know, these politicians are held to a higher standard. Now, do they meet that higher standard often? No. A lot of them are rotten scumbag pieces of shit. But you're a leader, so you're held to a higher standard. We expect more from you. Just like if you're younger, you expect a certain level of wisdom from somebody who's older than you. It's always disappointing to run into an older person who's a dumbass. They're supposed to have it together. They're older. They're older. They've been there. They've done that. So these politicians are held to a higher standard. You're supposed to have your shit together, especially when you're running around the country and being on CNN telling everybody that our president's racist, that America's racist, that you lost your race, the gubernatorial race, because of racism. Never mind the fact that they elected your fucking ass mayor of Tallahassee. Where was all the racism when you were going to college and you were climbing the political ladder? Where was the racism when the people of Tallahassee voted you mayor? I'm sick and tired of these fucking people pushing the narrative that this is a racist country, and if you can't make it, it's not your fault. It's because of racism, man. We can't seem to find a way to get that evil white man's boot off of our neck. But it seems like you found a way to get it off of your neck because you became successful, only to pay a white man to put his foot back on your neck in that hotel room, and he probably put his foot in some other places too. Like I said, the links in the description box. That shit is gross. I also uploaded it on my Facebook page and my YouTube page under community. I couldn't believe that shit. There's no pictures of the little ding-a-ling dancer. He must have been gone in the ambulance already. But check it out. They had one hell of a party, man. They did it big. They did it real big. But I can't stand that narrative that everything is fucking racist. No, it's not. If America is so racist, please tell me how all these colored motherfuckers from around the world, some of them darker than me, can come here and in a generation they're prosperous and have wealth to pass on to their family. Somebody please explain that shit to me. But yeah, check out the pictures, man. It's it's some gross fucked up shit. And his wife, I haven't heard any statements from her. Is she leaving? Is she staying? Was this a real marriage or was it a marriage of convenience? You know, she wanted a man and some kids. He needed some heterosexual cover so he could run for mayor. I don't know. But I hope she leaves him. What kind of woman would stay with a man that does that to her? Hillary Clinton. Anyway. Speaking of dumbasses saying silly shit, one good thing, there's a couple good things that are coming out of this this China virus, right? This Chinese virus. There's a few good things coming out of it. But one of the real good things is celebrities are quarantined. Hollywood is quarantined. So all of you with young children, rest assured these perverts can't fuck with you anymore, at least for right now. They're locked up in their homes. And they look like shit. I've seen a bunch of celebrities doing their little FaceTime, you know, some of these so-called comedians that do the late night talk shows, and Ellen was one of them. Man, they look fucking gross. There's nobody there to put all that shit on your face to make you look attractive. They look fucked up, and it's funny to see them trying to be normal people. Because even though you have these mansions full of all this opulence, and you have all this money, it don't mean shit, because you can't leave. You're stuck in your house just like the rest of us, you fuckers. And you look terrible. I was like, damn, that's what they really look like? The little beady eyes and your fucking pale, disgusting skin. You guys look fucking gross. You see that? All you people buying into this body image, and they're giving us unrealistic images to try to attain and live up to. No. Go on YouTube right now, Google celebrities quarantine. These people look fucked up. You look better than them. I'm looking at some of the celebrities like, shit. Should I pursue a career in Hollywood? What the fuck? They look fucking gross. Who is it? What's his name? I gotta think of his fucking name. Dude who played Hannibal. You know, Hannibal Lecter. Not Hannibal, like I ain't finding no plane Hannibal. I know who that is. But Anthony Hopkins. He's like playing his piano to his cat. These motherfuckers are going stir crazy, and it's hilarious. This is the closest you've been to regular people in a long time, you bastards. Oh, they're pieces of shit. Anyway, speaking of pieces of shit, what's her name? Alyssa Milano, that disgusting, rotten whore skank bitch who's been on more dicks than foreskin. She's out here saying that Trump, she said, stop calling it a Chinese virus, you racist piece of shit. Like the president gives a fuck what you think, you moron. And I got a special place in my heart for Alyssa Milano because the tweet that I sent her got me kicked off of Twitter. She wrote, the MAGA hat is the new white hood. So I put, if the MAGA hat is the new white hood, you're the new dumb bitch. How are you going to compare a hat that people wear in support of a duly elected president to a terrorist organization? Now you find me the footage of people in MAGA hats marauding through town, raping, murdering, pillaging, and hanging black folk, and then I'll be convinced. You almost had it in Chicago. You almost had it with Juicy. You were all about to collectively come on yourselves because you thought we finally have one of these MAGA hat wearing motherfuckers doing what we think they do. And wrong. You almost had it though. But I can show you hours upon hours of footage of the Ku Klux Klan doing horrible shit. How are you going to compare the two? You're a piece of shit. And you know why I called it the Chinese virus or the China virus? You moron, you mouth-breathing piece of garbage. It's because it came from China, fool. When did calling shit the way it is become taboo? I love to see all these Hollywood pieces of shit melting down. Oh, and I'm not sure if you've all heard, there's this video circulating of these celebrities singing that song, Imagine, by the Beatles. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this shit, and I don't care what you guys think in the comment section. I think the Beatles are overrated. Sorry, we got really good friends in Texas, and and one of them really loves the Beatles, and they're probably going to see this, but yeah, they're overrated. Anyway, they're all singing, you know, how they edit it together. They're all singing different section of the song. You know, imagine all the people, blah, blah, blah. And some people are upset because, you know, these celebrities are, you know, kind of talking down to us. You got all this money. Why don't you help the people? I don't even give a shit. 90% of the people in that video, I didn't even recognize. I don't even know who they are. I don't give a fuck what they do with their free time. I'm just laughing at them because they have so much of it. Because they're not out at their red carpets, groping each other's egos and bodies, telling how wonderful we are and how talented we are. You ain't shit. I'm better than you are. And I'm judging by the footage, I look better. You should see these ugly, wrinkled face, fucking Shar-Pei looking motherfuckers. Hollywood is disgusting inside and out. And I'm about to be out. I gotta hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone link in the description box. Just $1.29 because it's us against them. Make sure you utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. man, I'm out.